Monday. Not Monday. I keep saying Monday. Wednesday, September 25th. Yo, shout out the person who subscribed to me the other day. I'm at 372 subscribers now. Shout out. I gotta do some editing today. I have about a week of backlog that I need to edit. All of the pre-edited videos are now up, so tomorrow I need something for at least tomorrow. But yeah, Wednesday, I'm feeling good. My legs were feeling pretty fried yesterday because of deadlifting. My legs are feeling a little better now. So I think we're just gonna hit an hour, and then later in the afternoon I'm doing another hour with Sheldon. But it's raining a little bit right now. You can see I just got here and it's sprinkling on the windshield and all, but it's not coming down bad, so it should be doable. Still wearing my New Balances, my most worn shoe. Yesterday I actually, just for a second, I slid on Tori's Teva sandals and I ran around the living room, and that felt kind of nice. So I don't know, maybe I'll become a sandal runner. That'd be kind of funny. But for now I got these New Balances, and yesterday I don't remember if I mentioned it, but yesterday at the end of my run I was kind of getting into a groove with the form, and I was really trying to imagine myself how I would run if I was barefoot, but just doing it in the shoes, and I think I was really flowing, getting into a form that was nice. So I'm gonna try and recreate that, try and tap into that. But anyways, I can't believe that I've been waking up and waking up at 6:30 and then running consistently for the past month at this point. It's kind of crazy because not too long ago you would have not caught me running in the morning at all, or waking up this early at all. So character development. Anyways, got on this little visor so I can protect my face from the rain. That's the most annoying part about running in the rain. If you don't have a hat, the water just gets all in your face. But other than that, it's not too bad. "20 minutes in, feeling good, feeling chill." It's kind of nice running in the rain. It's really I think running in the rain is one of the better feelings. As long as you don't have a hole in your sock, which I just now realize that there is a hole in my left sock, which is kind of really annoying. But if I just don't think about it, then running in the rain is really, really pleasant. "20 minutes in, let's continue." Another interesting note is usually after these hour-long morning runs, my blood sugar would go up in the following 30 minutes after the run, because I take off my insulin pump, so I'm not having any insulin, which is interesting because remember how my blood sugar would always go down a lot. I think I figured that out because the reason that happens in the morning, because I have no insulin in my body at all. So it's probably has something to do with running without any insulin. Makes my blood sugar go up. I mean, exercise increases insulin sensitivity, so if I already have insulin in my body, then running will make it hit harder, which makes sense. So I've been having the opposite problem where my blood sugar would be going up after my run. So this morning I actually took 0.9 units of insulin before I went out the house, and my blood sugar is staying pretty even right now.
instead of going up. So that's really good. I think that might be something I do from now on to keep, you know, more of an even blood sugar.
All right, run done. Last half mile, I kind of really had to use a bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really feel like I have to do any more, but I'm gonna go home and use the restroom. Legs felt good though. Legs felt really good. I think the biggest thing I've noticed these past 2 days is I'm running with a higher cadence. So I think previously my cadence was like 165, and now I'm around like 180, the magic number. But I know it's not actually a magic number. But I have noticed that running with a higher cadence does feel better. I think that feels better on my legs. I remember the very first time I thought to increase my cadence years ago. I ran like a 5K in 30 minutes, and then I tried like consciously increasing my cadence, and the next time I ran the 5K in like 28, 27 minutes. So that itself increased my 5K PR just instantly, because I was really running more efficiently. And that was years ago, was the last time I really tried to increase my cadence. I mean, I have been trying to increase my cadence, but I know it's not like the end all be all like thing to work on. But just kind of like running barefoot and trying to implement that into like how I run now with shoes. Just running barefoot that one time, I was really running with a higher cadence, and that did feel better on my legs. So I'm trying again to increase my cadence. Not actually like trying to increase my cadence, because that's actually not what is helping me. What's helping me is that mental cue of trying to run barefoot, because it helps me run lighter, and by running lighter I am increasing my cadence as an effect. But that is, I feel like, helping me and helping my legs feel good. Now the real test is going to be when I run with Sheldon this afternoon, how my legs feel. So we'll see, but I got to use the restroom. So all right, before we get into work, failed to connect. My phone was being weird. Let me just take a screenshot of this. Took a screenshot of the run, because my phone was trying to connect to the watch, I guess, but it wasn't working. Anyways, this is the run for today. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully I'm showing that all right. Nice 5 miles, easy pace. 11:38. I was more structured with my walking today. I still took it easy, like, you know, an easy run. But I would just run for 10 minutes and then walk for a little bit, but I would make sure to run for 10 minutes straight. Just to have a little more structure, because usually on my easy recovery runs, I just run, walk whenever I felt like it. But I wanted to push a little more today, even though I was still keeping it easy. But yeah, I finished Born to Run, and it's a nice book. It's just another one of those fitness centric books that, again, emphasize how important fitness is, which I believe. I really believe fitness and is very important, not just for health, but like also for like your mental state. So, good book. When I say I've been influenced into the barefoot running idea, maybe everything is just a tool. Like barefoot running, the way the book makes it sound, barefoot running is that it's kind of like a magic bullet. But I don't necessarily believe that. I think barefoot running is just a tool that can be used, and for some people it'll help them a lot more than other people. But based off of that, I just want to try, you know, the minimalistic shoes, and that's why I tried running barefoot on Saturday, just because I wondered if it would help my IT band pain. So I think it's helping me right now. I think running with that mentality is helping me. I'm really curious to see how like running a long run in barefoot shoes would be. So we might be seeing that. You might be seeing that little spoiler for you. But it was a good book. I don't think you would really find it too interesting if you weren't really into running, though. So that's just my recommendation
But it's just another book. If you want to feel inspired for like health and fitness reasons, then sure, I would recommend it. But other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're into running. But good book if you're into running. So, Born to Run. I give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 on a good day.
Second run of the day. It's Wednesday, so we run doubles. So I practice running on tired legs. Just get a little higher intensity of a day today. But we're taking this still gonna be probably just an easy run today. I don't know. I feel like I'm still on that line of intense and easy. But I think I'm just gonna do strides. So I'm gonna keep it an easy day, except for the last 20 minutes while I'm running with Sheldon, so we can do strides. That'll be a nice way to add some speed in. I really haven't done a lot of speed lately, just because, yeah, it's just like increasing mileage a lot, and I don't want to also increase intensity by too much, so just cutting it back a little bit until I get to a nice, like, even baseline of mileage. But yeah, my legs are dead tired. Pretty tired today. So we'll see if I go for a rest day tomorrow. I think I might do a rest day and just do strength. Yeah, we'll see. But my legs are still feeling it, so that's good. I'll win the race.
Well, there are only two that run. All right.
Then we'll get first and second place.
Yeah.
Got the Replenish Rocket Pop flavor.
Recording on my phone again because I keep hitting my camera that hangs on my chest and accidentally turning it on, which drains the battery. Because this will be on my chest, but under my shirt, because I have the magnet, and I'll hit it with my hand as I'm running. I'll hit it and then turn it on. So that's a mistake. I need to find a better way to carry my camera. P-vlog. Post Sheldon run.
Yeah. Ran on Sheldon.
That's right.
Quick little run recap. 5 miles. That 5-mile run today makes me at 120 miles this month. So that's pretty epic. Let me pull this up real quick so you can check it out. Yeah, September, 120 miles, 120 and a half miles so far. So I'm gonna try and hit 150 by end of the month because I still got some days left. But yeah, this 5-mile run with Sheldon, good run. The Bomb Pop, the Rocket Pop 7-Eleven drink. Good, but it's all right. It's not crazy. It's got the electrolytes. But so I mentioned, I can't remember if it was yesterday or today, but I mentioned that I finished listening to Born to Run on the Libby app. And now I'm listening for some reason to another book on Libby called How to Raise Kids Who Aren't Assholes by Melinda Wenner Mayer. Why am I reading this? I don't know. Do I have kids? No. Do I want kids? Not really. So it's kind of weird that I'm reading this, but I feel like I'm reading it just because I just am curious about the topic in general, because raising children does seem hard. And how do you, like, that's just such a great question. Like, how do you raise good children? One, how do you raise good children who don't end up hating you because you're too strict? And two, how do you raise good children who still like you, but also are good people and aren't like doing whatever they want. I don't know. It's interesting, but there is one section I'm currently on about like motivating children and how to raise kids who are ambitious. And they talk about some studies that have been done, and one of the studies they talk about basically came to the conclusion that telling children they're smart versus telling children they work hard leads the hardworking children in the experiment to actually request harder problems, while in the experiment, telling the children that they're just smart actually led them to request easier problems. And the overall topic of this chapter is basically saying like it's better to be hardworking than it is to be naturally gifted, and that's the overall general gist of this chapter, and that's something that I really resonate with, and I think is huge. The classic saying, like hard work beats out talent, or however the saying goes. But yeah, it's just something that I feel like I really resonate with, just because I feel like you have to work hard to get what you want, and more importantly, even if you aren't naturally talented at something, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try and do something. Even if you're bad at something, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try and work hard to get good at it. And yeah, that's just kind of how I feel with running, because I'm not fast. I'm pretty average, but I have these visions of me being good after a long time of practicing, and I guess just visualizing me having the goals reached that I want, and doing what I want drives me. They talk about grit and persevering under setbacks and challenges. And this is all framed within the view of raising children, but I think it still applies to everyone. That grit aspect being important. Yeah, I think it really helps to have something you have to work hard for, because I think that just makes better people. Anyways, I'll give further thoughts on the book, How to Raise Kids Who Aren't Assholes, as I continue to read it. But yeah, man, work hard. There's a lot of factors to success that are and aren't in your control. And it's definitely important to figure out what those factors are so you understand what is in your control. But I think there's no point in worrying about what's not in your control. Just work hard, because that's something you can control. And always have that thirst for more. More growth. Always have that thirst for more growth. Just so happens that a lot of the times the things that grow people are things that are difficult. Anyways, enough with the inspirational influencer talk. Just thoughts, just a stream of consciousness thought that was coming out of this this chapter of this book. Yeah. I think nothing. There's very few things, if anything at all, that I have found came easily and was also truly fulfilling. And maybe they're one and the same. I don't know. There's definitely got to be some sort of correlation between hard work, payoff, and fulfillment. Anyways, that's that. That's this book. Gotta do some editing. Gotta edit the vlogs. Give y'all your content. Feed the viewers. The book just touched on something that I think is really important also. The book was saying how I just talked about the kids who were praised for being smart, were less motivated to actually do difficult challenges, difficult problems, and the kids who were praised for being hardworking were motivated to do difficult problems. They said this is because the kid, and this is the science, this is, I'm sure just more all theory, but it makes sense that the kids who are praised for being smart associated their intelligence with natural ability. And so it's whether you have it or you don't have it, whether you're just smart or you're not smart. So if they were to get problems wrong, then they would associate that with not being smart. Whereas the kids who were praised for being hardworking instead associated intelligence with perseverance and learning and overcoming problems. And I think that is a very important, interesting idea and a very important lesson, because I see, just in general, it's something you take note of and then you forget about it, but a lot of people, I think, tend to have that ability, innate ability, focused mindset, where either they want to do something or they don't even want to try something. They're just not interested in something because they labeled themselves as this type of person, as person A, when people who are not a runner, people who aren't bodybuilders, they don't work out, so they're not even gonna try. Or someone who's not a runner, or I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna go train for a marathon because I'm not a runner. That innate definition, I think, is something that holds a lot of people back, and just I feel like I've learned through my short 25 years of living that no person is limited. That's actually a shout out Eliud Kipchoge quote. No human is limited. I believe that. And whether or not that's actually true, some people actually can't do this. I think it doesn't matter, because I think if we live in a world where no one puts limitations on themselves, it's just a better world. And okay, maybe some people legitimately, genuinely can't do some things. Well, if you try, all right, you find that out, but how many times can you try doing other things and end up actually finding out you can do them? For every one thing that you try and you really can't actually do, I'm sure there's 20 things that you didn't know you could do and you find out you could do. I don't know. Why is it even important that I'm talking to you right now and I'm explaining this? I don't know. Is it some sort of some sort of need of self-importance that I explain my ideas to random people who watch these videos. Maybe I'm just trying to validate myself and feel like my thoughts are right, my ideas are right. Or maybe I'm just trying to be inspirational to the person who's watching this. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe I'm just trying to start a little conversation because these ideas are interesting to me. I don't know. It's kind of just weird talking to myself. But yeah, it's a good book. I'm just gonna keep listening.